So firstly, the whole point of cataloging is just so we know what documents we have, and we have a slight idea of what's in these documents. So if I need to find a specific piece of information, I know where to look. So what you're going to do first is go into your case file specifically and write down the name of the file. So in this case, it would be Adinapolis. Then you're going to look into the first document that appears. In this case, it is the murder book, and you're going to write murder book at the very top. Under that, you would put volume 2 because that is the file that we're working on right now. And start by numbering the page. So since this is the first page, I'm going to put number 1, right? We'll start with that. You're going to then write down the name of the specific document that you're looking at. So in this case, it would be a supplementary report from April 17, 2006. You're then going to read through the document and see what important pieces of information you can pull out. Again, this is very, very brief. It's just to know just so we have a slight idea of what's in the document. So in this case, we want to know the investigator, so we know what to refer back to, and then also who was interviewed. So in this case, it would be Gerardo Cienfuegos and Adinapolis. Okay, and then moving on to the next document, which would be page 3. There's very little that we can do with this specific document, so we're just going to name it, as it says here at the top, photographic show of animation, and that's basically all you need to do with that document. There's nothing we can pull from it, there's nothing we really need from it. Moving on to the next page, we now have a photo lineup. So this is clear because there's 6 photos, there's an identification. If you don't know the name of any documents, you are always more than welcome to ask. We will be available to help you in that sense. So this is a photo lineup of 6 people, and the number 2 is highlighted. In this case, you might not know who that is, so just say number 2 is circled or identified. Since a lot of these documents are unsorted or they're a little bit disorganized, we also need to know what page the document is in the murder book as a whole. Not what it was scanned as, which is what shows up in our PDFs, but how it was originally filed, right? So that would be the little number that you see circled at the bottom of each page. This is a very important number, so we do need to take note of it. I like to put it just before the name of the document. That signifies to me that it's the page number that's written and circled and not the page of the PDF. But you can play around with the table of contents in terms of formatting. If you find a way that you think signifies it a little bit more simply or just makes it more clear, there really shouldn't be a problem.